to the man with all the numbers, MSNBC national political correspondent and board master, Steve Kornacki. He's at his big board. All right, make us feel better or give us more anxiety. Choose your adventure. Go, Steve.
Well, let's take a look here. You know, it's interesting because this is the national polling average right now. And you see Biden's lead here over Donald Trump sitting at about 7.5 points on average on election eve. If you want to compare that to 2016, on election eve, Hillary Clinton's lead in the polling average over Donald Trump was 3. So it was 3 then. It's about 7.5 now. By the way, what did she end up winning the popular vote by in 2016? She won it by 2, and that was just enough. With that popular vote lead for Clinton, there was still enough room for Trump to win in the Electoral College. Now, the talk this year, just given the nature of the Electoral College, the coalitions of both parties, is that at least potentially Trump could win in the Electoral College while losing the popular vote by a wider margin than last time, a wider margin than 2 points. And let's take a look at the battle for the Electoral College. Here's the battleground right now. Look, the bottom line here going into it is that Trump is the one playing defense. All these states you see in the battleground here, these are Trump states. These are places they were Trump states in 2016. He won them then. He's trying to hold on to most of them now so we can hang on to at least 270 electoral votes. What's interesting, Joy, is when you look inside these states, the margins, Arizona, we had a poll there today that had it tied, 48-48. Texas, the polling there is close. Florida, it's always close in Florida. Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio, Iowa. There was one over the weekend that had the president ahead by 7 points in Iowa. The best poll numbers you see in the swing states for Biden by far are these 3, Wisconsin and Michigan in particular, and then Pennsylvania. Our poll today, our NBC Marist poll, put Biden's lead at 5. If Biden wins these 3, if he wins Wisconsin, if he wins Michigan, if he wins Pennsylvania, that would put him over 270. And we wouldn't be talking about the rest of these states here. But if Trump can put a win on the board in one of these 3, and the one his campaign, of course, talks about is Pennsylvania. So look at it this way. If Biden got Wisconsin, if Biden got Michigan, and Trump got Pennsylvania, that would leave Trump alive politically for the rest of the Electoral College, and he would pretty much need to sweep from that point. He'd need to win Iowa and Ohio, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas. He would need to run the table in all these states. That's a lot. They're all competitive, especially when you get outside Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. But they'd all need to land on Trump's side. He couldn't win some of them. He'd have to win all of them. So that's 2 big orders of business. Try to pick off Pennsylvania. That's what Trump's got to do. Our poll has him down 5. And then not win some, but win all of everything that's left elsewhere. So that's what he's down. We show 7.5 points nationally. That's what it looks like when you're down 7.5 points nationally. He needs a lot of things to go right for him in the Electoral College to pull it out there. And there are all sorts of points here where if Biden just puts up a win in a Florida or in North Carolina or a Georgia, that could pretty much end it.
I need a one-word answer from you, Steve. What state are you going to be the most interested in watching tomorrow night?
Florida.
There you go. It's always Florida, Florida, Florida. Steve Kornacki, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.